Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as the Challenges of Khorne, where I've been contracted to take out these two armies here that belong to Thorek Ironbrow. So first thing I'm going to do is read out the email, get some context, and then figure out how best to go about it, because he hasn't launched the attacker just yet, which definitely should be the attacker. It makes no sense waiting for them to attack us. Anyway, it says, "Hi Legend, I've got a newly recruited Khorne Minotaur army with low-level Skylar and Fingrim. I don't have the DLC, but I got him by Confederating Scarbrand. And I've got a low-level Herald of Khorne against two relatively low-level dwarf full stacks, including Thorek. I definitely have quality on my side, but the battle map is small with a lot of obstructions. Quarrelers can rip my Minotaurs down, and even dwarf warriors deal them serious damage. It's fairly early on in the campaign, so the Minotaurs don't regen yet. I can manage to get rid of most of the infantry, but I have nothing to get rid of the single entities." Okay, so let's have a look here. Yeah. So, against two full stacks and you don't even have a full stack, if they combine their forces, that's going to be a big problem. We can see here that he's in forced march, so if we won the battle, he would get fully wiped out, and it would be a really good defeat trait for this army as well. So let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got almost a full stack, missing 3 units, so we've got regular Minotaurs of Khorne and Minotaurs of Khorne with great weapons. So the regular Minotaurs of Khorne are better in this situation because of their anti-infantry. The anti-large will be okay against Thorek, but I think the best thing to do about that would be just stay out of the way. Skylar is level 2, so what he's providing is just reduced upkeep cost for those units. Eventually he'll be able to boost them a fair bit, I think, but we've got to get them leveled up for that first. We've got the Skull Throne here, which we could activate the Gift of Glory for the Hungering Blades, but if I had to guess, I imagine he wants to wait until next turn to get Summoned from Beyond, because that's more powerful, and if I get this now, then he'll have to wait additional 2 turns before that one's active. So let's just see how we go. And it is a good army, but low experience on most of these units, or relatively low experience, so we've got to figure this out. Now, you can see here that he wants to make the attack this way here, but I'm going to show you guys a little technique I like to call pinballing. Now, I've showed you something similar before, and this will give us a bit of an edge in terms of disabling them from being able to coordinate. See, if we attack him right now, Thorek will come in within 2 minutes, and while our units are relatively quick, he'll come in from the flank, and we probably won't have finished off this army here before Thorek comes in. However, if Thorek can come in from our rear, that'll give us significantly more time. So, I'm going to launch the attack here, press backspace, then attack here. Now what's going to happen is Thorek is behind us, so we've essentially pincered ourselves, but Thorek is going to have to move forward to get to us, where we're also going in that direction. He's going to have to play catch up, so it's going to take him longer to get to us. Alright, so we've got the Banner of Swiftness. Let's pop that down on Skylar. Let's get Scarecrow. Oh, that's not going to matter at all. Still Valiant to fit in Auto Resolve, and we've got everything on max battle difficulty. Let's jump in and see what we can do. So yeah, just to rehash again what I did, really important that you don't have really fast movement, so tap R before you do the attack, unless you've already got it on slow movement. Launch the attack, get into their zone of control, and then hit backspace. Then I'm in both of their zones of control, and then I can attack the other one anyway. And what this does, just changes the position from which we're attacking. So as we can see here, we've got Thorek coming from our rear, which is exactly what we want, as opposed to being over here, which will allow him to come in and support really quickly. What I want to do is just rush at this army as quickly as I can before Thorek can do anything about it. So we've got the balance of power in our favor to begin with, but we still need to do a good job here. Because if we do a bad job and our army's totally exhausted at the end of it, we're not going to be able to beat him anyway. But this way here, we're not fighting one big army, we're fighting 2 smaller armies. 2 small battles instead of 1 big battle. It definitely would help if you had the regen, but again, fairly early on in the campaign, you can't really do much about that. Obviously we don't want to be standing in front of this and just be running that direction. But we need to get over there as quickly as we possibly can, so these ones here, I think they'll be best off running in through this way, just because there's other obstructions. I want these ones here to run around and sort of hit them from the flank. These ones, yeah, bit of everything. Alright, let's go. Got to move fast. Go, 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 go. Got some abilities here. Let's pop that down. We just need to get in there really bloody quick. See, they like to reorganize at the very beginning part of the battle. We need to take advantage of that. Just throw them straight into battle. We should be able to beat everything that's here with these Minotaurs because they're super strong units. But yeah, as he said in the email, the crossbows shred him. So we want to get into those crossbows specifically to make sure that they don't shoot. Okay, we've got a bloodstone here. That could be good. Pop down a summon. Get in there. We've got this here. That'll be good against Thorek because that smashes spellcasters. Which this guy here is a spellcaster, but done yet. That's it. Make sure we pin down their missile units so they stop shooting at us. Okay, yeah, save that one for Thorek because he's going to be very difficult to kill. Normally, okay, we don't want that one shooting at us. Because even though it's anti-infantry, it'll still do a lot of damage. Which, that one volley there did, yeah, a fair bit, so we need to put a stop to it. Minotaurs have so much mass that they can just punch through most units. Okay, I need this one here to be killing quicker. And Thorek hasn't even arrived yet. By the time he gets over here, this army should be at least mostly defeated. Maybe not 100% finished, but we should be able to back off and get ready for another attack. Because obviously we want to be making use of our charges as much as possible. If you could kill these heroes, that'd be great. Get some healing. Good, this force over here getting shredded. Look at that one, barely done any damage to us either. Good. Yeah, this first army got fucked up. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Kill this guy here, that'd be great. That one's not going to do too much damage to us, but still, any damage they do to us is unacceptable, so we need to put a stop to them where we can. Cool, the first army is just... there's just nothing left of them. Because yeah, I think that was the problem that he was having. He'd start fighting over here, and then these guys would show up too quickly and just shoot him. Basically, he's pinned down over here, and then the Quarrelers rip him to shreds. Yeah, we took out that first army really cheaply. And you'd be surprised how much of a difference just the angle that you attack from can make in terms of how viable your victory is. Especially when you're using a very quick army, or like a charge-heavy army. Also, this might be a different map than what he said it was. Alright, well, the first army, there's like nothing left of it now. So that's great. They've got the Grudge Storers shooting at us. I'm not too worried about that. Yes, not doing a tremendous amount of damage. Good, we killed the enemy lord, so they'll suffer from some leadership penalties from that. Not that that makes a huge difference against dwarfs. But since our guys are now a little bit tired, what we want to do, since we've got speed advantage against the dwarfs, just pull back and have a little bit of a rest. If we can get them to split up their forces as well, then we can get in there and really smash their weak points. Primarily going after the Quarrelers, because yeah, Thorek boosts them by a ton, so we want to make sure that they don't shoot at us. Now another thing is that when we inflict the army losses, we want to have already inflicted as much damage to the first army as possible, because if Thorek loses, then his army gets wiped out anyway. Completely. This is a fairly small map. Medium-sized. Okay, just get over to here and try to have a bit of a rest. Good, we've got charged this up. Alright, so does Thorek have any ability to heal? Because we could pop this down on him now. He's technically not a spellcaster then, I guess. Because yeah, it won't let us cast on him. I've never actually used that on a dwarf spellcaster. I just assumed that they would be considered one. But yeah, we can't make use of that then. Okay, so just get our fatigue sorted while they're bringing up their artillery. Usually good to split up our forces into at least 2 groups, depending on how big the map is. Oh no, the artillery is shooting at us. We've got to do something about that. Okay, they've recovered a little bit of fatigue. Best thing we can do is just keep moving. Gonna keep all the heroes together, but I'm not willing to just charge in here just yet, because Thorek's army is stronger than that first one. And while we probably would win if we just charge in over there, I think we could do this taking fewer casualties than if we just YOLO in. So what I really want to do, keep those artillery from dishing out huge amounts of damage by constantly changing directions. So we went from exhausted to just winded now. So that's definitely better. This guy's still quite tired. Alright, let's get in on that artillery. Alright, they're coming over here, sort of ignoring them now. Right, they did a bit of damage, but if we can get them off their artillery or stop them from shooting, that'll be really good. Alright, if we don't move out of here really soon, we're going to get pinned down. Or we're just going to have to charge in there. And I want to get these guys in position, ready to hit them in the rear. If we possibly can. Good, the artillery is just getting absolutely smashed there. Here comes Thorek. Best thing that we can do with Thorek is just ignore him. Take out his army. It's good that he's separated from the rest of his army. So what I'll do is I'll send this guy to go and get Thorek's attention and just draw him away. Okay, we're going to charge in fairly soon. Try to pin down the Coralus so that they don't shoot. That's it, just get him out of there. Good. Good. That way we can just army loss him, because he's not unbreakable. And he did say that the single entities were the biggest problem. So if they're the biggest problem, the best thing you can do is just ignore them. Try to keep them distracted, especially if they're relatively slow. Alright, Skylar, that's all good. You get over here. Alright, let's go. Don't charge straight into their melee infantry when they've got missile units. Want to get around them if possible. Alright, I need these ones here to kill quicker for Khorne. Oh crap, I gotta pay more attention. Go, go, go. Killing this one here would be really good because he's so close to immortality. It'd be a huge loss to lose that one. We've also got this ability here. But the thing is, if they're not going to take a casualty anyway, then it's not going to be useful to use it. I don't know if they're even active anymore. Alright, where's Skylar? It'd be good to take out this hero. Just ignore the melee infantry for now. Okay, and Thorek is too far away to really worry about now. Get these ones over here, because they're fighting some Iron Breakers. They'll do a fair bit of damage. This one's taking a bit of damage. Let's put that down to give them just a brief moment of invincibility. Alright, I think we're going to inflict the army losses really bloody soon. So we want to make sure that Thorek is right in the middle of the map. So that gives us the most amount of time to actually run him down. Wait. We don't... The only reason we need to run him down is just loot money, that's all. Because, yeah, he gets wiped out anyway. Same thing with this one, he's dead. Well, we should kill him anyway, because it'd be worth a lot of loot money. Alright, so do they have an unbreakable unit or something? Yeah, the grudge throwers over here are unbreakable. But there we go. Wasn't actually all that difficult, but maybe just because of the angle that I decided to attack from. Because yeah, this was, instead of one big battle, it was two smaller battles. And that's usually easier to deal with, especially when your army is really good. just don't want it to get pinned down and then destroyed by archers. Because yeah, that's how you beat this army. Pin it down with loads of shit, and then shoot at them. You should have, if you were fighting it the other way before, you should have just tried to ignore their melee infantry, punch through, just get at their missile units. So I reckon it would have been winnable the other way. It's just, I think the results here are much better. I didn't even need this potion of healing. Oh well. I'm not sure if Skylar's going to have enough time to kill that off. Alright, the artillery need to be finished off so we can actually get the victory. So yeah, I'm just running these ones down now just because it'll increase the amount of loot that we get. They'll all get wiped out on the campaign map, but more, with that being said, you don't really need more loot. it's a bit, seems like a bit of a waste. No, it's not a waste, it's just... I mean, money's money, it's just that at turn 41 you've got, what, nearly 500,000? 500,000 favor, a quarter of a... Well, actually, can't remember how much skulls you've got. It's a lot of skulls. So that won't do anything to him. Also, another thing is that the more that we kill, the more experience we'll actually get. So yeah, it's definitely worth it to finish him off. We didn't get to the other one. Because yeah, he'll be worth a lot of experience. Just trying to find some reason to actually run them down. Because there'd be someone being like, oh, why ever bother? You got unlimited fucking skulls. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I'll just pause the recording while we run him down. Probably wouldn't take too long. May not actually succeed in it based on this. Could try to get around the front, but I find that doesn't really work very well. Hang on, let me just see. We'll see if this works. Get him to change directions. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Whatever, if he doesn't end up getting fully wiped out, no big deal. Yeah, so I wasn't able to fully wipe out Thorek. He's just too tanky. And it was basically impossible to, well, maybe if I set the Minotaurs to get after him, that would have worked. But it doesn't matter. End of the day, your army's in good shape, barely took any casualties, and this army here, I don't even know if any of those units are going to survive. And Thorek, his remaining units, that's all gone anyway because they're on forced march. Now, if I was going to rate the difficulty of that battle, I'd probably rate that like a 2 out of 10 for difficulty. But again, that may have just been because of the angle that I attacked them from. You'd be surprised how much of a big difference that can actually make. Alright, if we go with replenishment, we can get a few casualties back. Yeah, he's got 250,000 skulls. So I don't think you need more of them. But it's really about trying to get as much experience as possible so we get them leveled up. So I'll give you the replenishment there. Yep, all of their forces gone with that. And this army is now free to just go on and keep attacking. You don't need to rest at all, unless you want to keep recruiting as additional units. But one thing that you can do, because I think we can locally recruit them here. Yeah. If we were to go into encamp stands, to globally recruit them normally takes 4 turns, I believe. But if you can get to here, so they've got it down to 3 turns, that might be due to, let me see, do you have something active? Yeah, you've got this one, Bread and Bloodshed, global recruitment duration. So if you can get him up to this here, then you can globally recruit them faster than you can locally recruit them. There is, of course, an increased recruit cost, but I don't think that really matters for you. It's good to get moving now, especially while Thorek is bleeding. Don't sit around for 2 turns. Just go over there and attack right now. You fight a few battles, you get this one up to this max bloodletting. Plus, if you sit here and recruit more units, you'll completely lose this bloodletting, lose that momentum. You'll need to get over to here in order to attack that next turn. But anyway, it's all up to you. That's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.